today I'm in Hurghada. I'm only here for an hour or two, so I'm going to do a quick walk up and down Sheraton, which is the main street. Point out a few places, so come and join me. Let's go check it out. Oh, I'm just going to start off here, and straight down there is the marina. And this is one of my go-to restaurants at Haggling. I've been coming here for years. It's recently changed hands. I've just popped in, had a quick bite to eat, and I'm going to start my walk from here. So you've got a couple of bars here. You've got Samos, that's open quite late. And Bella Lucas here, which is also a late opening bar. So if you want to get a drink after later on in the evening, that's where you go. So what I'll do, I'll walk up this side of the road and down on the other side, so I'll split it into two videos. A lot of the main hotels where you'll be staying if you're coming to Hurghada that are more central are located on this road. There's quite a lot of them. And this place definitely has two modes. It has a daytime mode, which is quite quiet, and then the whole place comes alive at night. The lights go up, and it looks like a Vegas strip with all the lights on. So, time of filming, we're at the end of April. Temperature today, you're probably looking mid-20s, probably about 24, 25 now. And time, just to give you an idea, is around about 1:30. So, not all the shops are open yet, but the bulk are. There's loads of chemists here, so if you need any medications and whatnot, you can pick your stuff up here. But just be careful. Ask for the local brands rather than international, and ask for the best price, because you'll find you'll be charged 5 different prices at 5 different chemists for exactly the same thing, so just bear that in mind. See, the curbs are quite big. Another busy bar, Moby Dick's. That opens late. Emperor here. There's a lot like a little walking street here, what we're coming up to now, which I'll show you. I'm not going up it, it's just full of all different types of shops. So if you want to walk up here slightly off the main street without the noise of the taxis, there's a big walkway that leads up, shops on either side. Get the tour agencies if you want to book trips to Cairo, or you want a day snorkeling on one of the reefs locally. You'll get loads of reps at the hotel selling your packages as well. We do have a Starbucks and a Mackie D's here, so if you want that familiar taste. Everything here is haggling, by the way. So if you're new to Egypt and you're not used to it, the price that's been asked isn't the price you should be paying. As a rule of thumb, I tend to start off around about a third of what they're asking, and then haggle back up and end up paying around about 2/3 the original asking price. But if you've got a rough idea of what it should be, You're halfway there. So Hurghada is one of your main tourist areas. At the Sheraton Street, especially this area. There are other smaller areas that are more, not quite as touristy, but if this is a bit noisy for you, you can get a taxi to other areas around Hurghada where it's just a little bit quieter. So a lot of the main hotels are located on this side, which is the beach side. Accommodation price-wise ranges quite a lot. Out of season you can get yourself a real bargain here. And then come school holiday times, the prices just escalate exponentially. But if you come out of season, you get yourself a real good deal here. You can get Uber here as well. Now these orange taxis should run on the meter. If you're lucky, you can ask. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. They're supposed to run on the meter, but or you can just agree a price. And as long as you agree a price before you get in, you're halfway there. There will be haggling. I don't think I've been in a taxi yet, though. I've not really haggled that. Style is another popular bar here. Do this walk in summer when the temperature's in the late 30s, early 40s. Oh, you're melting. Well, it's quite pleasant today. I've been to Hurghada many times over the years. Rented villas here in the past. Stayed a big chunk of COVID here. Spent quite a few months here during COVID time. It's the kind of place you get used to after a week being here. You are kind of like used to the atmosphere and what goes on. Before you use another popular place to go. Now, if you aren't getting a phone here and you want the best coverage, a SIM card should I say, Vodafone is the best. I'm not sure about eSIMs, whether they work here or not. But I've recently got a SIM from the airport, which was We and Orange operate here as well. But I've noticed, especially when you're more out in the sticks, maybe when you got on a day trip and you're not in a central area, Vodafone tends to have the better coverage. So you can go into like little Vodafone shops here if you don't get a chance at the airport to pick yourself a SIM card up. You'll just need your passport. Then once you get your passport, you can get a package for a month with about 40 gig of data for about £10, which isn't too bad. That's the company I'm with at the moment. I've been in Safaga for a week, and I've really struggled with internet. I use an online app for doing my video editing, and I've just not been able to access the app at all. But the people who were at my resort, who were using Vodafone, were getting a really good signal, so that just goes to highlight the point I was just making a few moments ago. And what I'll do at the moment when I get to the top of this, I'll turn around and do all the hotels on this side. you are in a Muslim country. So if you do locate your hotel next to a mosque, you will be getting called for prayer on a regular basis. So, might be getting you up in the morning. I think the first call for prayer is about 4 AM. Once you've been here for a while, it just becomes background noise. When I was staying in the Gili Islands years ago, stayed in a hotel right next door to where the speaker was for the mosque. Oh, flipping heck. That was noisy. Have you stayed here in Hurghada? Have you got any recommendations for people? Hotels? Restaurants? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Helps people out. There are a couple of big supermarkets here for locals and tourists, and I'll point them out for you. At the end of the next video, I'll show you a place called Gomla, and that's one of the biggest supermarkets in the area. If you're staying here a long time and you're doing self-catering, and you need to stock up on supplies. So Metro here is quite good for a little shop. So if you're on this side of town, Metro's not bad for stocking up on a few bits and bats. What I tend to find is when I was staying here for long term, I'd just do one big shop in a week and just arrange a taxi. Got loads of bags and what have you, rather than dragging it up and down the main street. So yeah, Uber does work here as well. Someone was explaining there's a new rideshare app. Can't remember what they said it was, but so you're not just stuck to local taxis or Uber. And Uber's not like Uber back in Europe. It's still up to, doesn't matter what the price says, you can still be up to negotiation of price. And if you don't agree with the price, they just don't pick you up. Costa Coffee, just here, it's always busy. And just over here, you've got your banks. When I've been exchanging money or bringing money out, I've tended to go to one of the main ATM machines outside one of the banks. Other ATMs are available, but those are the ones I use. Yet again, another mini-sized supermarket. So if you're staying at this side of town, this is one you can use. As you can see, the street's laid out as a dual carriageway, one on each side, so you know which way the traffic's coming. Essalat is the other big phone provider here. Now, I've used Essalat before, they have been quite good. But I've not used Essalat when I've been out in the sticks, so I don't know how good they'd be if you're out in a desert situation. Yeah, again, loads more banks here, as you can see. And this is one of the exchange places I've used here when I'm bringing cash in and want to exchange cash. Okay, we're nearly coming to the end of this section. And in a minute, I'm going to cross over and start the second half of the video. I'm just going to conclude here at Panorama. I do like coming here, it's quite nice, it's quite chill. Sit further back, you don't get as much traffic noise. As you can hear, traffic noise is noisy. So this is another bar that I always come to when I'm out and about in the area. So thanks for watching. That's just one side of Sheraton. I'm going to do the other side now for you. But if you do like this kind of content, why not show the channel some love, give me a thumbs up. Click subscribe, it's completely free. Just means you'll see more of my nonsense in your feed when I'm out and about on my travels. I'll catch you on the next one.